Bye. I can see it. Awesome. All right. Hey guys, Kelly Walker Slaughter here, your host of Warren First 931, and I am live at the Warren County A&L Fair here at the grandstands. Of course, this is jam-packed full of the Kids Fun Day. Literally right behind me, you can hear the kids of the community getting ready for their fair day. One cool thing that the fair does for kids of the community is while all the field day activities are happening at the softball fields, they actually let the kids of the community gather here at the grandstands, and then they get to go to do the rides about 15, 20 minutes early before everybody else. You weren't joking, Reese. That sounds okay. So with that said, I wanted to be able to talk to all the fair pageant queens. You're good. And so with that, of course, we didn't get the baby show winners, but that would wrangling this and but with that said, let's introduce everybody. And you can say I'm Fairest to the Fair in your name. Let's start with the big girl back in the back.
Good morning. I am your 2024 Fairest to the Fair, Channing Cummins.
Good morning, Warren County. My name's Willa Durant, and I'm your 2024 Teen Fairest to the Fair.
Good morning.
You're all right, girl.
Good morning. I'm your preteen Fairest to the Fair, Nia Rich.
And your name, sweetheart?
I'm Happy Green, 2024 Little Fairest of the Fair. I'm 2020 Fairest of the Fair, preschool.
There you go. With that said, we got 5 amazing women here on the stage with me today. And again, thank you guys for doing this with me today. Let's just start. I'll start with Reese this morning. So tell everybody how excited you were when they called your name as the winner. How excited were you?
Excited. I was fixing to cry. I was just really excited.
Oh, you were like one of those moments, like, oh my gosh, kind of. Oh, now is this your first time doing? Now was this your first time in a pageant? It was? Okay, awesome. Now, Miss Little Fairest of the Fair, how excited were you when you heard your name?
When I heard my name called, I was about to break out in tears. I was so excited and happy.
Now,
Thank you.
you're well, that is a pageant answer. I love it. Now,
Do you like mine?
I loved your answer, Reese. I loved your answer. Talking to some of the older girls, because y'all probably have done more than one pageant in your lifetime. How is it what is so different about the Warren County pageants than the other?
Well, when you win a Warren County pageant, it's so much different than all of those big glamorous pageants. It's like you become a community figure, So you've got to lead your community in a way you never had to before.
Yeah, like a local celebrity kind of thing. I get it. Same thing?
Yeah, she said it perfect. That's exactly. You just become like all the big pageants. It's just not the same because when you win a fair pageant, you get to be at the fair and you get to be involved in every single little thing.
Yeah.
And it's just so fun, and you get to see your friends and family and all the little kids. You get to interact with so many people. It's just a really experience.
I think winning a Warren County pageant makes it more heartfelt.
Yeah.
It's your community. Because you're in front of your local peers, right? Yeah, I love that. How did it feel, a preteen Fairest to the Fair? How did it feel when they called your name out?
Same way it felt for those two. I checked my number down first.
Yeah.
I told my mom, people like, they actually say Nia Rich.
Yeah.
They actually say that.
Yeah.
And I was just really, really happy. I just felt a rush of emotions.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's like y'all said, winning something, even if it's a local pageant or, just a normal annual pageant that you go to, all the hard work. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into getting ready for this. And just like starting with the tiny Fairest of the Fair, leading up to, the big Fairest of the Fair pageants, is there anything talking to our reigning, our old, I don't want to say oldest queen, but talk to everybody about how if anybody's out there listening that wants to start doing this, because to me, doing pageants is not a beauty pageant. That is like 5%, if that, right?
Uh-huh.
And when I say beauty pageant, I mean how you look on the outside. It's really beauty within, right? So explain
Yeah.
all that.
So, I have done the preteen and the teen fairs, but this year was my first year in the fairs category.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's really not about your physical appearance. It's about your confidence,
Yeah.
self-esteem, just all your part. Mainly, it's about your part. I don't want that. Just because you don't look a certain way, or you certain you just say they're not going to you.
Yeah.
100% not true. You go out there and you have the time of your life, and you're guaranteed the judges are.
Right. And the other thing that I see a lot of people mention is like the fun aspect of it.
Yeah.
This is not just a competition against your friends to create enemies. These are like long time lasting friendships that you build bonds throughout the years, right?
Yeah.
Did you meet now, Reese, did you meet some friends of yours? Did you have fun like hanging out in the back and just having what was so much fun during the fair this year that when you were back there with your buddies, what did you do that was super fun?
Very much like play with me.
You played with them? Did you bring dollies and stuff? No. Oh,
We just did some games.
some games. Did anybody else have a
Yeah.
fun experience? What did you get in?
I got into a friend that was very beautiful at times, and she was very confident in herself.
Yeah. I love that. I'm just gonna bring it closer. That thing's a little loud in the back. Yay.
So what I did is at the very end with the top 10, we did a TikTok and add it to the mall card. I think that's the fun thing.
Oh my gosh. I love that. One thing I really enjoyed about the fair this year, and I'm just going to brag on myself. I'm a huge Dolly Parton fan. Now, I don't know if y'all know this or not.
I know that.
Oh, well, I know you know
Well,
that.
I didn't know you were a big fan, but after this, we're going to camping. We'll go to Dolly Parton.
Ooh.
Can't
I love that. They should ask, like, now that you went Ferris to the fair, where are you going? And instead of saying Disney World, you should say Dollywood. I'm just saying. I think that'd be awesome. You went where?
I went to 3 places
Uh-huh.
out of the country.
Yeah.
New York, Canada, and DC, Washington.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Traveling is a good thing. Now, real quickly, like I was saying, is one thing if y'all were here at the Fairest of the Fair pageant, I got to do the intro walk for you girls. Did you enjoy that? Did you like that 9 to 5 meet?
It was fun.
Yeah. Bring in your A game. Like, I feel like when you get that right song, it makes the whole thing smooth. I'm just saying, but I enjoy that. And thanks to Susan Burke and them for allowing me to do that. Another thing I would love to ask, preteen, back there, preparing for this takes a lot. What did you do to get prepared for the pageant this year?
This year, to get prepared for the pageant,
There has to be a lot, like finding the perfect dress. I mean, that's hard, right? How many dresses did you go through?
about 5
Okay. And why did you pick the dress that you won in?
because I went to get my dress at Costco,
Okay.
and we had this one girl helping her. She was very, very nice.
Yeah.
And like we had a couple white dresses. We had a couple white dresses and a light purple dress. But when I tried on the slate dress,
Yeah.
it felt like it fit perfectly. It had a good fabric. I just loved the color.
It was comfortable, right?
Yeah.
The color looked amazing. And all the dresses y'all picked. Yes, Miss Reese.
When I won, it's a color.
You did. Because I really enjoyed the theme this year. It was black and gold and glitter. I loved it. So what did you do to get ready for the pageant?
Well, we did. So we kind of went through like a lot of tests.
Uh-huh.
The one I wanted was the gold,
Yeah.
and the last when I went, I was really happy.
Yeah.
Now for the big girl pageant, the other one, I wear last year when I wear my dress.
Oh, nice. I love it. So one big thing I do want to talk to the older girls about, because it's not just winning the Warren County Fairs to the Fair pageants.
Yeah.
It's about community. Talk about how community is important to you guys.
Well, I mean, especially holding this title. I mean, you've got to be there for the people around you and be a good role model for especially like the younger girls that also have these crumb passions,
Yeah.
but the younger girls that aspire to.
Yeah, I agree. And what would you say?
I mean, just about the same, but yeah, going towards the younger girls, I mean, I remember being this tall and just looking up to older girls winning the pageant. You know, I've danced my whole life, been a dance competition. I just remember always looking up to older. I want to be that, but I used to think,
Right. You just hold yourself to a higher standard now, right? Because all eyes are on you guys, especially when you walk around with these crowns, right? So do y'all like to have special cases for these? I mean, each one is uniquely made, and I absolutely love it. Okay. But is there anything, that of course, I do just remember this. Winning the pageant, I know like a lot of sponsors help put these gift is it the packages or the gift bags that you guys get? Was there a scholarship involved in any of these this year? I didn't know. Okay.
I had a $1,000 scholarship. I cannot remember the name now. You're on the spot,
Yeah.
but it was a
It's okay.
scholarship.
Yeah.
And I get back.
And what is this scholarship going to go towards?
You know,
Oh, yeah. Hey, girl, all eyes on you. Now, I know, like, can the scholarship go to, like, going to college? Like, what is your goal after this? Because, of course, you are a senior. Are you a senior in high
I'm
school?
a junior in high school.
Well, congratulations. Look at you. So, are you aspiring to go to college after your senior year?
Oh, yes.
And where are you thinking you want to go?
I would love to go to UT Knoxville.
Okay.
And like I answered in my onstage question, I want to go to nursing school.
Okay.
I'm a trauma nurse because I'm gonna kind of reiterate what I said in my onstage question. But just ever since I was a little girl, I've just known for a fact that I wanted to do something in the healthcare field because I've just always had such a yearning for wanting to help people.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to go to nursing school and become a nurse one day.
So are you going to probably hold that money for the scholarship?
I guess we'll see. I have to compete in state.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay, so all of you guys do you get to compete in state?
Fairest is the only one yes.
Okay. So once you win Fairest to the Fair, you compete in the state pageant. And do you know when that is?
Not exactly, but it's a really big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always watched from afar, and I never in a million years would have thought that I would be competing at state one day.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I can't wait to buy a new dress.
Oh, there you go. It's always an excuse to buy a pretty dress. I love that. I love that. And again, as I say to everybody, good luck to you.
Thank you.
And like I saw at the big Fairest to the Fair pageant, and I know you guys got to see it too, was that when at one point at the intermission or the halftime, they brought out all the alum that was here, and you could see how successful each and every one of these women have, and how they still aspire to be a role model to the community in some form or fashion. And one cool thing, I know a lot of them, is that how heavily involved a lot of those ladies are involved in their community. And I hope, just like you guys being here, growing up in Warren County, you guys do the same. And just remember, just like, these kids of the community saw you get up on these stage, somebody is always watching you. And you've always got to lead by a good example, right? And I cannot wait to see what all you guys grow up to be. I'm just curious. Reese, I'm going to ask all y'all. Give me your top answers on this. What are you wanting to be when you grow up? I'm just curious.
I want to be I want to be a teacher when I grow up.
Oh, I love it. And what are you going to be, sweetie?
I'm gonna be a realtor because my mom is.
I love it. Killing it. Yes, Reese.
What did she say?
Her mom is a realtor. She's a real estate agent. They
So
sell houses and land and stuff.
and sometimes I even get to come with her and sell houses.
I love that. What are you thinking, Miss Preteen?
If I'm being honest, I do not know what I want to do when I grow up.
That is okay. Is there stuff that you like to do outside of, school and stuff?
Yeah.
What do you like to do?
Like a lot of times I like to help people a lot.
Yeah.
I know whatever I do, I want to do something that could help people.
Okay.
But then like I like cooking, I like
Yeah.
doing stuff. I like sometimes when I'm bored I'll sketch out dresses. I just like to do a lot of stuff.
You stay
So,
busy,
yeah.
right? You stay busy. I love it. And of course, Miss Teen, what are you thinking about becoming one day?
I'm pretty dead set on being a physical therapist or a pediatric physical therapist.
Oh, that's awesome for little kids.
Yes, absolutely.
God love you. That's a hard one
Oh yeah.
because they are criers.
Well, I've been a cheerleader all my life. There's been so many injuries and so many
Yeah,
months of physical therapy. I want to do the same for others.
I got you. And then, of course, you said you wanted to become a nurse. Is that correct? I love it. Well, whatever you guys aspire to do, because things can change between now. These ribbons are just like boom off. I hope you guys enjoy. Or before I forget, did I not ask something? Is there something you want to say before I let you all go? Anything? Are we good? Because I know you're dying to go ride rides because everybody's talking about it, Reese especially. Well, with that said, you guys can head on to your moms, go back to your cars or whatever, and y'all enjoy today because today is all about y'all because it's all about the kids. And be a kid as long as you can. Okay? Enjoy it while you can. Because I always say adulting is never fun. Sometimes it can be, but y'all have a good rest of the day, okay?
You too. Thank you.
Y'all are welcome. Thank you so much for coming. All right. You can stand up and go around the chairs if you want, front row girls. Yeah, bye. Y'all are so sweet. God love it. For some reason, well, what? You come on in, Millie. Grab that book.
For this,
Yeah.
I have been getting all kinds of updates of stuff that's happening today and this weekend.
Okay.
And I didn't share it to the Warren First page because I didn't want to mess up the podcast. So, but first and foremost, Gracie Brock
Yes.
will be at the Fairfield Mercantile, which is in the village. We'll actually be over there here shortly.
Yes, we will.
But she'll be there from 11 to 3 today. Where she'll be signing her book that she wrote this year.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Jesus loves adoption.
Yes.
I know that book very well.
I still need to add it to the personal library.
You should.
I know. And now, I mean, it's the perfect opportunity because she's signing. It's only $15, which is a great deal.
Yes.
And it's a local author. It's supporting local artists. It doesn't matter if you're not adopted, if your children aren't adopted. It's still, it's a great book
It's a
to
great
have.
story. and
Yes.
If I remember correctly, and I know Gracie may correct me on this later, which is fine, but the photos in the book are actual drawings when she was little.
Oh.
And I still say she's young and little now.
Well, she sings like that, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
But because I'm talking to her like she's an adult, which she's still a kid to me. But I think it's really neat how the photos are like that.
Yes. The other thing. Sorry, y'all. I don't have my reading glasses on, and
Is that
I have
better?
something in my eyes.
Is that better?
Okay, so tomorrow,
Yes.
and we will share this post here in just a little bit, but tomorrow, TBI director Mark Gwynn's gonna have his celebration of life service. Last month we lost Mickey, and he is a McMinnville native.
He did a lot of great work here before he went on to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. And the service, it looks like, is going to be at the Central Church of Christ here in town, but they are going to be live streaming it at 2 different locations so that if you can't get there, or you're like me and you're not a big get in the crowd person, or you don't live here anymore, but you knew Mickey, you can still participate in the
That's
service, which I
sweet.
think is wonderful. But that's tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Okay.
Central Time for those of you who are watching from a different time zone.
Yeah.
Um,
And sorry, we can't reach the comments today. If anybody commented on the show, I see that
Yes.
the dot's up there, but I can't do nothing
Yeah.
about it.
so we're way over here.
We're way back.
But yeah, so those 2 things are happening, which is really incredible. It's, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, look, y'all, it's fair day.
It's
This
fair
school's
day.
closed. This place is going to be packed,
Yeah.
wall to wall.
Children.
Children hopped up on sugar and a day out of class. They're going to be buck wild. And our food booths are going to be packed.
Yep.
Please, please, please remember that these are volunteers that are giving their time
Yeah.
for whatever their cause is. Be patient with them. Don't yell at them. Don't throw food at them. Don't be ugly. You know, if you
Patience
need,
goes so much
if you need
better.
to take a minute and get right with Jesus, do that. But just
Yes.
please be patient with our food workers, because they are doing the best they can. This is not a life for them. They don't do this on a
No.
regular basis. They're winging it just like the rest
And
of
they
us.
took off work to do this. So
Yes,
they're
they
some
did.
are missing a day's pay.
Yeah.
be out here today.
And they're just trying to give their full commitment to something that they feel passionate
Yeah.
about, which I mean, I fully understand.
Yeah.
The
I agree.
other thing is before you guys go out to eat tonight, order food for tonight, go anywhere, check that store's hours, because a lot of stores are either closed or they're on a limited basis. If
Check our Facebook post. It's actually pinned to the top of the page
yeah,
about local businesses and stuff.
yes,
I do know off the top of my head because I want to say a shout out. We're not at Tops Frozen Yogurt this
Yeah.
morning. They've been closing all week long at 4:00.
yes, they have.
Because that's their fair hours.
And it's been so nice to have my husband home in the evenings, even
Yeah.
though I've not been there. At least I get to see him.
Yes.
So, because I've been up here almost every
But
night.
all the businesses are on there.
Yeah,
And there's some are still open regular hours and some are closed. But we are trying to post as we hear people opening and closing and things like that.
and if you don't see it, just go ahead and double check it anyway, because
Yeah.
when
call
you
them.
when you don't and you think that they're open regular hours and you place a food order and it ends up being 5 minutes before closing or 2 minutes before closing, or you go in there to eat 5 minutes before closing or 2
Yeah.
minutes before closing, they still have to serve you,
Yeah.
which means that everything gets off schedule. They're late to pick up their kids. They're late to meet their family at the fair. They're late to whatever it is that wherever they're supposed to be
Yeah.
after work, it's going to make them late. So just please double check, be considerate of our workers at the fair, our
Yeah.
workers in town. This is really,
Yes.
I mean, there's still a lot going on tomorrow, but I mean, this is the last really
There
big,
is a-
big day.
Today's the really last big day. And one thing going on currently right now till about 10:00 is the field day that is held at the old ball fields here across from the fairgrounds. All the kids in the participating schools are out there doing their thing, showcasing their athletic ability.
Yeah.
And then of course, like I said at the beginning of the show, kids of the community all wrangled here at the Clifford McLean grandstands, I should say.
Let me tell you, this is a big day for them.
This is a big day for kids of the
These
community.
kids look forward to this all year long. We have such a great community of people that have paid for them to be able to have this
children
day.
today, yes.
And I mean, this is a lasting memory from them. This is something they're going to remember the rest of their life.
You know, we had, but with that said, what I found out is, what Mr. Barry Dishman was saying was, the fair rides open up 15 or 20 minutes early for them. So these kids of the community that were sponsored can have a special day, because you don't know what that child's life is at home.
You don't. You have
And
no
so
idea.
by opening up something early for these kids, they makes them feel so special in general
Right.
that they have unlimited rides at their fingertips.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's amazing.
And we've got so many great volunteers that have come out and volunteered their time to
Yeah.
supervise these kids. I
Yes.
counted earlier. It looked like about 7 kids per 2 adults, which is
Yes.
awesome. Ron Moore's running around with some of the kids.
Yep.
Avon, who works in our
Sheriff's or the sheriff's
is
department,
she
right?
sheriff? I don't know. I always see her in court, and let me tell you something. She intimidates me. I mean, she's the nicest person you'll ever meet.
She's
But
super
let me
nice,
tell you something. I'm
y'all.
pretty sure she'd bounce somebody in a minute.
Oh yeah, if you need
I
it, if you need somebody out, she do it.
Yeah, so I feel really safe knowing some of these kids are hanging out with her because I'm
Yes.
like, nobody's gonna mess with her. She looks
Yeah.
terrifying.
And just looking at how the groups have been divided, I see 4 adults per group.
Are you seeing? I saw 2 earlier. I saw
Yeah,
2 with
see
7.
over here.
Well, that might be
But that might be a mama over there.
right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's 2 groups combined into one because that's more than 7 kids.
I was trying to look at the backpacks over there
Yeah,
because that's really
Um,
whoever comes up with the organization does a phenomenal job.
that's got to be a lot of
Mhm.
organizing. Because this whole section of grandstands was packed full of
Yeah.
these kids, and they were already
Yes.
like running on 10. I mean, they were so
Mhm.
excited.
But you have the book, Miss
I
Melody.
do. I have the
Tell
magic know
everybody
everything.
the breakdown of the craziness.
There's one of my favorite babies.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
Mateo.
He's
Okay.
he is gonna here. Go see your baby. Yeah, he's about to come and give you love.
Well, he's probably not. He's probably just wanting to see what crazy aunt Funty's doing over here.
Love it. Fun tea. Is that fun
Funty?
aunt?
Yes.
I love that.
I don't have nieces and nephews of my own, so I just adopt other people's children. Mwah. You hanging out with great grandma today? Mwah.
Oh, God, love it. All right,
Okay,
what's
sorry,
happening
that
today?
ADD moment. So today, Friday, you said the school day activities. The petting zoo is open from 11 to 3. Y'all, they always do such a great job.
They
I
do
love
a
hanging out.
phenomenal job.
And
out
for
there.
$5, they've got a lemur you can hold. They've got a fennec fox, which I keep saying I'm still going to go over there
Yeah.
too because I love fennec foxes.
Well, we
They're
may do that
so
today.
adorable. Watch me turn into a 10-year-old child. I mean, I'm serious. I got a thing with these animals. But anyway, the ride's open today from 10 to 5. There's a $25 ride special going on today. That's an
amazing.
amazing deal. Go over there, have fun. Enjoy the music on that one kiddie ride. It's
Oh my
a bit
gosh.
wild over there.
Yeah.
And then the petting zoo will reopen from 5 to 9. The ride, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. The $25 ride special is only till 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
After that, it's going to go to tickets only from 5 till 11. So if you're going to get here and do that, get here early. Meet up with your friends. Find a new friend.
Yeah.
Friend a lonely kid.
Make sure you know that friend before you find a new friend.
Right. Make sure that that friend is age appropriate. Don't
Yes.
be friending strange adults.
Do not. Do not.
PSA. The crop judging is at 2:30. The livestock beef judging is at 4.
Oh, so the cow
Ooh.
show's tonight.
The backhoe rodeo at 6.
Yeah.
They're going to present
Which is
the
back here.
awards, which I think is best of show. I think maybe what's going to the state fair. I'm not
I think that's
positive.
correct.
That's at 5:30. I've not gotten a call. I guess I didn't make the cut, which is fine
Yeah.
because there's always next year.
Yeah.
All you
I
can do
didn't
is
get the
improve
best
and
show.
grow.
Yes. I didn't get the big ribbons this year. That's
No.
our goal next year.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's
look,
go.
I stepped out of my comfort zone this year. Last year I did photography, which was a huge thing. This year I tried entering food. I'm just going to keep getting braver and braver every
And
year.
going with that, Melody, again, one thing that's cool about our fair, it's free admission to get through the gate. You don't have to pay.
Right.
It's free parking. If
Yep.
you pay to park, that money goes to those organizations, those
Yes.
nonprofit charity groups. Also, entering your food, your flour, your picture, your painting, your
Right.
quilt, your all this stuff to enter in your food and stuff cost nothing except the materials you bought yourself
Right.
to make it.
Right.
Because some fairs not only charge all these emissions and the parking fee,
Yeah.
they also charge you an entry fee.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
our fair does not do that. Our fair still, I've looked it up several times. To my knowledge, if I'm wrong, I apologize, is the last fair in the state of Middle Tennessee.
I don't know if it's the state of Tennessee or if it's just Middle Tennessee.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, I know Alan. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. It begins with a B. He's from here. He now travels around the country with his beautiful wife, Stevie, in an RV. I mean, what a great life. But he posted pictures of somewhere, wherever they are, of that fair. And not only did they charge to get in, they charged for their concert. last night y'all got
Oh
to
my
see.
God, I didn't know that.
Yeah, last night y'all got to see Sammy Kershaw for free,
Free.
and it was incredible.
Yes.
I mean, all us 90s babies, we took over this grandstand.
I
This
know.
new generation, we're like, what? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, it was
I know.
our time.
And Sammy Kershaw, even as old as he is, he still has it.
Oh, yeah. He
100%.
sang incredible.
Yeah,
He did a great job. He put on a great show. He cracked jokes.
he did.
It
Best
was-
dad jokes ever.
Oh, he said something about not all of y'all are ugly, but some of y'all are getting there, something like that.
Oh
was,
my
not
gosh.
exactly that, but it was hysterical.
I love
was
it. I
great.
love it.
It was great.
And
so,
then of course, what else is going on?
so yeah, I mean, just come out, spend that money, support our food booths, support. There's the grist mill. Let me tell you something. The Village is by far my favorite thing to do
That's
here.
why I stick around, because we are actually going to take a
Yes.
tour of the village while
I
it's in full
always-
form this morning.
I always get fresh cornmeal when I'm here at this fair and stick
Yep.
it in my freezer for the year because
Yes.
it'll last longer.
It
Let me tell you
does.
something. There is nothing better than cornbread made out of fresh ground cornmeal cooked in a cast iron skillet.
Yep.
You stick that butter in that cast iron skillet, it just sizzles and your stomach goes,
Yeah.
yes, give it to me.
I don't know what it is about the difference between the country store meal to the, buying it at, a Walmart or something.
Because it's fresh. There's
Yeah.
no preservatives, which
Yeah.
is why another reason why it needs to be kept in the fridge. It is so
Yeah,
much
I love
better.
it. Yes.
So much better.
And another thing before we get to mention, I will be back on the stage tonight.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Karaoke Kelly is coming out.
That was the last thing on the list.
Yes.
Beef show. Oh no, it was a livestock beef judging, and then
Yeah.
the beef show is at 6. It's all about karaoke.
You got it. You got it.
Oh. Pardon
We're
me
doing
while I
great.
suck at living for a minute.
Yeah.
But
But no, tonight is Kelly's karaoke, where it's the adult version. I want to do a shout out too of our kids karaoke from Tuesday night. We had over 8 contestants show up, and I'm bringing 4 of them. They're going to actually perform for y'all tonight at the intermission while the judges do the scoring and stuff. So I can't wait to see them. And but with that said, kids karaoke is from birth to age 17. But the adult karaoke is 18 and older. And with that said, I encourage anyone to come out. I'll be either on stage here with the table already set up, or I'll be underneath at the Steve Grandy Arena in the shade. It depends on how the weather is for me.
yeah.
But I'll be either there, and we're going to sign your name. You're going to sign up by giving me your name and your song. And then I'm going to be putting in a hat numbers 1 through 20. And at 6 o'clock, you have to be back here on the stage, and I'm going to draw your numbers. Now, if we get 20 and under, like right at 20 contestants, we do not have to worry about drawing numbers. Okay. But if we have over 20 contestants, I will have to draw numbers. And then those 20 get to perform in the first round with your song that you choose. And then after that, if you get in the top 10, we are going to, or we do top 10 depending on, now I say top 10, that's if we have 20 contestants. If there's not 20 contestants, that number will change. Let me say that because we've had that in the past where we had the top 7 or the top 5. But with that said, whoever makes it to the second round, it's a Russian roulette, as I call it, of songs. And this year I have chosen, I'll tell you now, is it's the hard rock era.
Oh.
And so you might hear some, 4 non-blondes tonight.
That's not hard rock.
Well, I was trying to pick heavy metal.
But
and
I do love me
mix.
some 4 non-blondes.
Yeah.
Have you heard Dolly Parton sing that song?
No,
Oh, it's so good.
I love it. But Led Zeppelin's going to be in the
See,
mix.
there you go.
ZZ Top's going to be in the mix. Annie Lennox is also going to, I put some ballads with hard rock.
There you go.
So-
'Cause some people can't sing hard rock.
Well,
You
this
know-
is the thing. You're going to draw hard rock or ballads. And then I tell you what song you got.
Oh, well.
It's a thing.
Did you know that Pat Benatar, queen of rock and roll,
That's who I couldn't think of yesterday. Don't let me forget that.
Pat Benatar
Uh-huh.
was actually a trained opera singer
Shut up.
who trained her, then retrained herself to sing rock and roll. She came from like a long line of like opera classically trained singers. She had to teach herself to play rock and roll. And if you're a musician, that is not
That
easy.
is not easy
That
feat.
is easy. And she rocks it. She does incredible. Fun fact, Melody on the stage
I
today.
love that.
And I will not be here with you this evening because I
It's
think
all
we're
right.
finally gonna get over to Beetlejuice. We've been trying all
Oh,
week.
same. I think we're gonna go Sunday after we clean up after the
Matt's
fair.
probably gonna be there.
Or
But
Saturday or Sunday. But Beetlejuice, speaking of that, is available to see at the 3-Star
yes,
Cinema.
yes, and they have had an incredibly busy week. My son is now working over there.
Here, let me sit up for a minute while you talk.
Well, that was it. That was all of it.
I know I was
Anyway,
gonna tap
oh.
on Saturday.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, it don't
I
matter.
just keep going back and forth. But anyway, but yeah, they've had a very, very busy week. But
Yeah.
it's good though. I
It
mean,
is very
this is
good.
the first year where they've been open for the Fair Week. Normally they close for
Yes.
Fair Week,
But
but they
Beetlejuice
did it
opened
right.
up.
I mean, they did it right. You
Yes.
know.
When a
So-
good movie's out, especially with all the characters returning, except
Oh
for-
yeah.
I don't want to spoil it. Never mind. I've heard.
Well, I
I've
think
heard
everybody
rumors.
knows. Everybody knows. We are missing 3 main characters.
Yes.
2 passed away.
Yeah.
1 did a lot of very bad stuff that
Bad
he
things.
should not have done.
Yeah.
To innocent people. And so he
Yeah.
was not invited back, which was the right call in my opinion.
Yeah.
But they kind of made it work. Well, okay. Sorry. 5. But 2 of them really didn't fit
Yeah.
into the new
A lot of
storyline.
people have passed away, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like I saw interviews saying with Catherine and Winona. She was saying, you know, somebody asked them, like, why were y'all waiting so long for this Beetlejuice movie to come out? And they said, of course, which is now she plays, and I remember as Wednesday, and I can't think.
Jenna Ortiz.
They said, well, we had to wait for Jenna Ortiz to be born and grow up. And,
Yes, and
and now,
that was right because
and it was so right.
she's perfect.
She's perfect for the
I adore her. She does these quirky roles so well.
Yes.
And I'm a big fan of Addams Family, but honestly, I cannot see anybody playing Wednesday better than her. She did a phenomenal job.
100%. I totally agree with that statement because, you know, and one thing, if you see Jenna and all her TikToks or
Yes.
if you follow her on Snapchat and things like that, she is the most funniest
Oh yeah.
young adult.
Yes.
And then she plays these characters like
That are dark
That
and
are-
twisty and just
and I
dry.
tell you,
and-
those
yeah.
people that are funny and all that can play these twisted characters
Oh yeah.
like they're supposed to.
yeah.
You know, so but with that said, we have had such a fun time this morning at the Warren County
We
Animal Fair.
have.
Thank you so much. I want to give some shout outs before I get to that.
Okay.
Shout outs to who made this possible today for me. I want to say first and foremost, thank you to my content strategist, Melody Krim. Couldn't do this without her. Thanks to all the Warren County A&L staff and the volunteers that helped put this fair
Oh my
together
gosh.
that allowed me to do this. I want to say thanks to Susan Burks for getting all the pageant queens, the reigning pageant queens, to come on my show today. I couldn't have done that without her as well.
That was awesome. I'm
It
so glad they
was.
were able to come.
It was. And just to be here at a free fair, I have to say this over and over.
Oh
I know,
no. Just
free
keep
fair, free
reiterating it.
admission. We cannot be doing what we're doing today and having an awesome time of our life. And I will say this to all the haters, because I can, it's my show. Anybody that doesn't like what somebody's doing or some business is doing or some organization is doing, if you don't like it, don't come.
Right.
I seen, I didn't
There's
see a
so
lot.
much
I
negativity,
seen
but there's
some.
always people who
you know,
just want to nitpick over
yeah.
prices and
Yeah,
y'all, everything's gone up.
yeah. Everything's gone up.
Everything's gone up. I know that a lot of people have complained about the fact that my fudge is $10 for half a pound. But let me tell y'all, I went down to Gatlinburg. I went down to what I call Redneck Disney World.
Yes.
And I went to every fudge shop. I'm like, I just need to check y'all's prices. Okay, I made it 8 some. And my price is comparable to that. But mine is homemade. And I'm saving you the gas to have to drive down there
That's
and get
right.
it.
And not on
So-
top of that, in that country store, not only are you making profits,
They
but,
are.
but they are as
yes.
well. So again, $10 not only goes back to putting the ingredients back in that you paid for,
Right.
but it also goes, you got to think it's going to this person. And that's just how business is.
Yeah. It's it's acknowledged. It's 20%. So they get 20% at every sale I make,
Yeah.
which I am fine with. I am all for supporting our nonprofits, our small businesses. I mean, I'm
Yes.
really big on that. If you know me, you know I am. I am more than fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, take the 20%.
So again,
It's
come
better
on
than me
out.
having to sit in a booth all week because I
Yes.
just don't have time
Yes.
for that.
And speaking about food, all the booths here that are making the food, whether it's McMinnville Special Games, Home, Covenant Academy, Boyd Christian, Legacy. I'm trying to name them all.
Band, the choir,
the choir, Fairview, Bad Boys Bar, all of them are here to make money and to go to their organizations or to, help with their living situation. And all these prices that you see on there, like if it's a hamburger, a hot dog, a corn dog, if you see what I call the basic fair food items, you will notice that all the prices are across the board same. They meet
Yeah.
before the fair and say, how much are we charging for a hamburger? How
Which is
much are you?
awesome.
And that is one thing that is amazing. And if the price goes up, because let me tell you, they're not using imitation cheese. They got to get it from, the other places that's real cheese. And let me tell you, real cheese is expensive.
All of this is expensive. They're
Yeah.
paying. A lot of these places are paying to rent the food booth out.
Yes.
Then they're having to pay for all the ingredients. I know some did get their food donated. Shout out to those people.
Yes.
Wow. But a lot of them are paying for that. So they have to clear the booth rent. They have to clear the food costs, and then you've got profit, which they do make a very good amount, but it's a lot of work
Yes. Yeah.
to be able to do this.
But with that said, please appreciate all the fun things that we have in our town. And the fair is definitely one of them on the top 5 list for me.
Yeah.
And so with that said, take care of our fair. And if you see a volunteer, always, always thank them. Even thank the people, the custodians that are cleaning I have not yet seen a dirty bathroom. I want to make that point clear.
Yeah. They are doing a phenomenal job considering everything that they're having to deal with. And I'm going to go ahead and say this. After Sunday, y'all don't call these people.
No.
If you know that they're on the fair board, if you know they've been working this, leave them alone for a week. They're going to need a minute to recover.
They need a break.
They're going to need a minute to recover.
And speaking of that, after Saturday comes Sunday. And on Sunday, if you are a ribbon winner or not, if you entered anything in the fair, that is when you pick up all your entries.
Yep.
And so please come out because I would hate to see some of that stuff thrown away.
I know.
It breaks my heart. But with that said, on Saturday's event, because we won't be here, in the livestock barn, there's going to be a dog show at 8:30. So make sure you come out there. The tractor pull area is going to have the antique tractor pull show. The petting zoo, of course, is in the Womack building, is going to be open from 11 a.m. to 3 and 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow. At the Steve Grandy Arena is going to be the mule show at 11. And don't forget, rides open up on Saturday at 1 o'clock to 4 p.m. And that's going to be the 25 hand stamp special as well. And then on Saturday night from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m., it's tickets only. Similar to today, just like tomorrow. The mini tractor pull, which will be here at the Clifford McCain Grandstand, is at 3:30 p.m. The crosscut saw competition will be at the livestock barn at 4 p.m.
They're not doing it.
What?
That they're not going to be here. So skip that.
This one?
Yeah, Gary Steele
Okay.
is not. Gary Steele is, from my understanding from Paul Byers, they've actually not done the show since COVID, I think is what he
they
said.
forgot to take it out.
Yes.
I got you. Okay.
So they will not be here, unfortunately, which is a shame
Talk
because
to
they do an
Gary.
incredible, or Paul,
Yeah.
either one, but they do an incredible job
They
and
do.
over there. So
Okay, so that's not happening.
no.
But the Walking Horse Show, which is another big event here at the Warren County A&L Fair, will be at 6:30. Of course, right behind me at the Steve Grandy Arena. So, and then it said on Sunday, like we talked about, picking up your entries and your money, your cash money, is from 2 to 4 p.m. So, with that said, come on out. I did notice today because I'm starting to get dizzy. I need to eat. I haven't had breakfast.
yeah,
yet.
me too.
TCAT is right behind us. If you don't see it, where you can go in and see all the cool things that they make off their 3D printers and all that and more. And if you have any questions, always call me or text me at 931-305-0869. Feel free to ask any questions about today, tomorrow, and beyond. Other ways you can follow us, of course, is Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I can't say it. You can listen to us on Amazon, Audible, Apple, and Spotify. But other than that, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. It has been a great time. Now I'm going to get up without being dizzy and shut us down. And,
Okay.
and then we'll do it. We'll do the same.
Okay. And while you're shutting down, I'm going to go restock the store.
Okay.
I'll be
With that
right
said,
back.
guys, keep warm.